The Philadelphia City Archives have a new place to call home at 5th and Spring Garden Street. It's been relocated from its previous location at 31st and Market. It's a new state-of-the-art building costing $10 million. There are 65,000 square feet of space. It is the city's official historical memory, holding city council records, deeds and mortgages, birth and death records, and millions of photographs like this early police car, and much, much more. The interior walls are covered with an interactive mural designed to tell the stories behind the history.
Art really is, in our view, speaks and allows us to bring out a narrative and story of what we think is possible when you use the city archives, as opposed to what some people might think is, what our archives are. They sort of just a lot of old records, dusty books. You'll see those. That is what the archives is, a lot of paper and visual records. But what's contained in those, you can bring out the stories that are contained in all of those records.
Artist Talia Green of Chestnut Hill created the mural and based it on the city's redlining maps. Green explains what redlining is.
It was created primarily by private companies, but also by the federal government to basically sort of map out the racial demographics of individual neighborhoods, and then companies and the federal government use that information to basically systematically discriminate against African Americans and people of color. On the local level, it really had to do with banks and loan companies, so that those would have been really decisions that people who are loaning money would have been making. So what you see here are components of the redlining map, and also documents from the city archives. So all of the things here, all of the documents are basically documents that are in the city archives. The idea is to sort of think about how these documents can kind of provide a window into a larger story about the history of Philadelphia.
The art experience is enhanced by a new augmented reality app called Resistance Philadelphia. It's free to the public and can be downloaded from any major app store.
If you have downloaded the app that goes with the piece, you can scan one of these targets, and then there will be a series of animations, an augmented reality animation, sort of an introductory animation, and then voiceover text and images that expand on the story.
This is called the Philadelphia Racial Map. This is a actual redlining map that Talia Green used. It was delivered to the city in 1944.
It is a vast and diverse collection that took 2 years to move.
The result of a tremendous collaborative effort, as we said, over the past 2 years that involved packing, preserving, planning, design, construction, and moving and rehoming of this fabulous and one-of-a-kind collection that we're all here to celebrate.
This city archives is a true archives, and it is not a special collection of fragmented history, artifacts, and materials. This tells the story from the beginning to today.
The city archives documents the areas where Philadelphia government has touched the lives of all of our residents, even our health, education, human rights, transportation, natural resources, economic development, taxes, land use, property, and the list goes on and on. So it's a treasure trove of written and visual knowledge and information for all ages, and every single age from young to old.
The city archives are open to the public Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m.
3, 2, 1.
Reporting for PhillyCAM Voices, I'm Monica Robinson.